Hi friends, welcome to this super quick and effective shoulder release. I'm going to take you through some of my favorite shoulder stretches. This class is perfect post-workout. You can do it while you're still in the gym or at home. It's also a great class if your shoulders are feeling a little bit sore from your yoga practice or any other activity. I'm going to be using one yoga block. You can use a stack of books instead if you don't have a yoga block at home. And when you're ready, we'll get started on our feet. So begin by taking some big shoulder rolls. Making these movements as big as you like. You can get the elbows involved like I'm doing. Or maybe making even bigger circles. From here, clasping hands behind the back, sending knuckles away from you, opening up the chest, finding a little bit of a back bend. And then if it feels okay in your shoulders, we're going to fold forward, hinging from the hips and bending the knees. If your shoulders are a bit too tight for this to be comfortable, then feel free to skip this. You can release the clasp of your hands. And if you're in the fold, staying there for a moment. And then releasing the hands, coming up into a halfway lift, hands to shins, and then releasing the hands to your mat, stepping back into a downward dog, sending the hips up nice and high. And from here, shifting the hips from left to right, and then lowering the knees back down. Send your hands forward quite a lot, and then begin to melt your chest towards your mat. Aiming to keep your hips stacked over the knees. Forehead can be resting on a block. If this feels very intense in the shoulders, you can always back out at any time. And from here, gently releasing your puppy pose, get hold of your block or stack of books and place your right elbow on it. Taking right hand to the center of your upper back, sinking the chest back down, so similar to puppy but a bit of a variation. And from here, begin to shift a little bit from side to side, using your left hand as a traction. We're just trying to work into different sensations that we can feel in the shoulder, in the tricep. So this is really good to help release any fascial restrictions that we might have in the shoulders. If you've got tight shoulders, this could be really beneficial, and feel free to pause this video and spend a bit longer. Alright, switching to the other side. There's no real way for this to look. You're listening to your body and just feeling into what you can feel. If there's a particular spot that's sticky, then that's information again, so it's somewhere to probably work into a little bit more. Okay, releasing, taking your prop to one side and lie on your belly. Keeping hands in line with the shoulders, take your hands wider than your mat, coming up onto fingertips, lift on up into a cobra, and then dip your right shoulder into the center of the mat. Lift on up, and then dip left shoulder. So lifting up, right shoulder dips the center of the mat, lifting up, and left shoulder dips. Coming back up to center, and then releasing down onto your belly. Make a cactus shape with the left arm, come up onto the right fingertips, and then step the right leg over the left, coming into a pec stretch. Head might be lifted away from the mat or released down. If you have a lot of tightness in this area, it might feel nicer to have the elbow slightly ahead of the shoulder. So just play around with how this feels, taking it over to the other side. You can press pause and stay longer in any of these stretches. Okay, release, come back onto the belly and then press yourself into a child's pose, hips to heels, knees wide or together, arms out in front, and then walk your hands over to the right. Left hand presses down on the right hand. Take it to the other side. Right hand presses down on top of the left hand. Walk the hands back to center. Take a breath in your child's pose. And then come to sit up on your heels, just giving the shoulders and the arms a shake. Take a deep breath in as you reach the arms up overhead and exhale, release the arms back down. You are done.